JoJo Siwa ruined her career, and this is crazy to me. Like, she was so popular and everyone wanted to be her. Well, at least like 5-year-olds anyway. But this girl went from a mega pop star, from having her own toy brand to her own cartoon. Literally, she was everywhere. All this success, she randomly decides to rebrand herself and come out with a flop of a girl group called XOMG Pop. And no shade or hate towards these young girls, but this whole thing just got so messy.
This is part 2 of talking about recent allegations against JoJo Siwa and her mother Jesselyn by a former member of their girl group XOMG Pop. First of all, Leah and Angie Sanderson alleged that Jesselyn, JoJo's mother, was overtly cruel, calling the girls names, and in one instance, shaming them for having a disability.
Everyone's wondering, is XOMG Pop over?
At the same time.
Dallas, you can say.
Okay, Dallas. And so we were doing our sound check and we were getting absolutely screamed at. And
I mean, when JoJo came out with the whole rebrand and a whole new look, we were all shook and it was kind of disturbing, not gonna lie. But let's start with XOMG Pop. Now, this was a group that JoJo Siwa formed because she just didn't want to be JoJo Siwa anymore. So why not gather a whole bunch of little mini hers and make a group and hope they become successful? Well, unfortunately, this group flopped. JoJo and her mother were accused of mistreatment in the workforce.
You know, supposedly she was like yelling at them too. Allegedly, JoJo was like yelling at all them, comparing them. The current members of the group, the one mom is saying, I find it very hard to believe the Siwas could have done anything wrong. And it's like, okay, yeah, because you're a current member. Again, it's like JoJo, currently friends with Colleen, being like, I don't think she could do anything wrong. It's like, yeah, you're in the cycle. You're in there.
And apparently these girls went unpaid and still had to perform. Some of the girls from this group actually came forward and exposed the truth. Seems like since this little rebrand, this group didn't work out for JoJo, she's trying to make a comeback, which isn't really working in her favor because we've all been scarred by this entire persona and look she's trying to serve us, and we're just not here for it. I honestly think it's way too late for her to bring back the OG JoJo Siwa look because honestly her fans probably moved on. And now she's trying to pull a Miley Cyrus and no one's really here for it. It's crazy how she went from super successful and famous and probably making a ton of money. And unfortunately for her, she ruined it for herself.